can't speak to him today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call him later. Sorry. Yeah, bye. Hi, welcome. Go ahead and have a seat. Nice to meet you. I'm Paige. I'm the research analyst intern here at the Career Center, and I just would love to talk to you a little bit about my experience here as an intern. So, I had a great time working at the office, and I took away a lot of really cool things. Outside of the laughs and all the fun, I had an opportunity to learn how to incorporate other people's strengths in the office and kind of see how those all play in together. So, for example, Thomas and I don't necessarily, he's more of a perceiver, I'm very structured, so trying to schedule times together was very interesting. I also learned that I need to talk to people differently, so that means when I'm speaking to Hunter about something and explaining something, it's going to be different than when I'm speaking to Logan, or different than when I'm speaking to Dave. So learning how to play into people's strengths was really cool. I learned how to work in a professional environment as well. As you can see, I pretty much rule the world here now as I'm in Phil's office. So I've definitely learned how to update my professionalism and kind of see what that looks like moving into potentially a professional field after this. Lastly, I came in not knowing almost anything about data or surveys, so as I do that every day, and I always analyze different surveys, and then putting those together and analyzing those via SPSS or Excel or just making up summaries, that's been an interesting thing to kind of get my feet wet with. Moving on to my strengths. So I think it's important that you know my Myers-Briggs before you know how my strengths play into those, because my strengths really helped me interpret my Myers-Briggs. I'm an ENTJ, so that means I'm extroverted, intuition, thinking, and judging. And my first strength and my number one strength is adaptability. So that really speaks against my Myers-Briggs, but that helps me explain why, even though I love structure and organization, my adaptability is a cool strength because it allows me to switch over, and when things don't go the right way and they change up and I need to act on the fly, it gives me the ability to replan. So I always joke that I love when things go wrong because I get to plan even more. I also, a lady in the office next door calls me input because my second strength is input. So that means working with my extrovertedness and as well as my intuition, that really pushes me over the edge, so I can't keep my mouth shut if I have something to say. It's really cool because it keeps meetings rolling, and I really value being able to speak my opinion or give my input, so that's just a really cool strength that has played out through my Myers-Briggs as well. My last strength that I want to talk to you about is strategic. I love this strength even though it gets kind of hard, and I think that plays into my thinking and my judging a lot too, because I do a really good job of analyzing everything I need to get done and then piecing that together a little bit. Shh, come in. There's an interview going on. So we have to be really quiet because there's interviews. Teach for American and JPL are here, so we have to be really quiet. Yeah, so we're just going to kind of go over my mission statement and goals so you kind of know a little bit more about me. My mission statement is to fearlessly work to continue to impact the world through empowerment, encouragement, and education in order to create a collaborative work environment for universal growth and understanding. Yeah, so some of my goals are, as I'm moving out of the country for a little bit, so I'm developing a working blog to document my next 2 years of experience. I'm also looking to become fluent in Arabic, travel to at least 8 countries by December 2017, be employed or accepted to grad school by December 2017, and then number 5, of course, as always, is to rule the world. My action plan to do these things, I'm going to start engaging with contacts and securing funds so then I can, therefore after that, create different boundaries so I make sure that I have a good work-life balance. I'm also going to find a fun and creative side project to keep myself interested, involved, and kind of fun. And then my last one is to maintain contacts, because it's super important to maintain those things so you make sure you're networking correctly. Hey, so for my final project this year, I decided it would be cool to interview some other career service offices. So I went ahead and I interviewed Baylor and George Fox University. When I interviewed Baylor, I interviewed a guy named Kevin Nall, and he was awesome. I learned a lot about kind of what Baylor is doing in their office. And since they are a bigger office, they have a lot more resources than our office does, just people-wise. They also serve a bigger community, so that was really interesting. Something cool that they do is they have different dorm sections set up per major. So they partner with ResLife to go into the dorms and give major-specific instruction, whether that be for networking or resumes, and they really focus on how to increase their professionalism and get them networking within just their own specific interest group. Oh hey, didn't see you there. Just taking my break in the lovely outdoors. Yeah, so the next person I interviewed was a lady from George Fox named Elise. She actually used to work in this office. They have the Idea Center there. And since they're restructuring and they're such a small office, they're going through a lot of transition and change. They're currently trying to get into the classroom so they can give workshops to different people and make some great connections. They have a great new director who knows everybody, so they're doing a great job bringing in new recruiters to meet with their students. They really are working towards a skill focus instead of major focus ideas, so they kind of talk through students what skills they've learned rather than the major they've earned. And they're trying to bring recruiters to them, and whenever they have a big fair in the area, they go to the fair in the area, like at Oregon State. They also really utilize the 4-3 plan and try to commit to housing partners with their alumni, so students can go live with alumni before they go and work for the summer. It's a really awesome program. Let me go show you what I do on a daily basis. It's quite fun, you know, research. Come on in. Hey, Terry. Hey. Okay. Wait. Oh, that's a good point. I also give out surveys and kind of bring the survey summaries to other people. You get a survey. You get a survey. You get a survey.